check this out. I am looking at a classic component with People Tools 860 Configurable Search. I'm going to hit the search button and let's take a look at the results grid. Now down here at the bottom, I'm confident this is the results grid. And when I hover over the rows, I see some sort of a feedback that I am hovering over a row. But here's my question. Are these rows clickable? Well, of course they are. Really? Are they? What's the telltale sign online that you know something is clickable? It's the cursor, isn't it? It's the cursor. It's the pointer. Look at this pointer. It is not your standard clickable cursor. Now, if we look at it, we see there's a more indicator here, which that arrow usually means click here. So we do have some indications, but I'm curious, does it work? Oh, sure enough, of course, it does. Test it and find out, Jim. Why do you ask these questions? Okay, no, seriously, let's take a look at Fluid. Now, this is a Fluid page with configurable search. Now, side note, I absolutely love this. This is the first People Tools release where you and I can build a Fluid solution with a Fluid search record, and PeopleSoft will build a Fluid search page for us. That is so awesome. All we have to do is set the search record metadata and check a box. Boy, that sounds like Classic. I am excited for that feature. But watch what happens when I hover over these rows. We get the cursor that shows that this is clickable. Can you and I fix this? Is there an easy fix for Classic? You know, I think what we need to do is write a little bit of CSS. Let's do this. Let's open our browser tools and let's locate one of these rows. And let's look at the HTML, etc., that goes along with these. So let's see, let's go up just a little bit. I see the on mouse over, hover highlight, and there's probably a click handler in here as well. Perfect, there it is, on click. Okay, TR. So the TR, when you click on a row, the click, I'm clicking here on something else, but that click bubbles up to the TR, the row, which then handles that. So what I want to write is a little bit of CSS to say, hey, does this TR have an on-click attribute? If so, it's clickable, right? Let's show the appropriate cursor. So let's write a style rule, TR, on click. So what we're saying here is, first off, give me all TR elements that have an on-click attribute, which by the way is unusual. And then let's say cursor, pointer. Wow, look at that. Okay, fantastic. So we have mocked up now in our browser the CSS that we need. Briefly though, this CSS is incredibly simple. Now let me point out, this CSS may be too simple. This CSS says all rows with an on-click attribute should have the pointer cursor. Is that appropriate? We might find a situation on a transaction page where this isn't appropriate, which means we might want to create a more qualified selector. But this looks good to me for now. Let's go with it. We'll make the selector more specific if we have to. Okay, back to Application Designer. Let's create a new Freeform style sheet. And we'll paste in our CSS. Let's give this a name. We'll go with our site-specific prefix, JSM, and then row, cursor, and FF for Freeform. Okay, now we need a way to inject this into all Classic components. Now, we don't need to inject it into Fluid. As we saw, Fluid shows the appropriate styling. It's only in Classic. And the good news is there's a component for that. So using the navigator, let's go to People Tools, Portal, Branding, and then Branding System Options. And we see style sheets. Let's insert a style sheet. This one is, what is it called? JSM row. Perfect. We'll save. Do you want to change the branding system options? You know why it's asking us that question? Because what we're about to do has a global effect. Now, let me rephrase that. What we're about to do has a global effect on Classic, not Fluid. Let's see what happens. So in a new window, we should now get that hover effect, the cursor changing. Oh, that's perfect. Do you have some ideas for branding system options? Or do you have some solutions that you have created using custom CSS and branding system options? If so, share your ideas in the comments. We love hearing about your projects. At JSM Pros, we have a whole library of people tools tips to share with you. Check it out at our website, jsmpros.com/all-access, where you can get access to on-demand training, recorded videos, activity guides, and downloads. And while you're there, be sure to check out our live events. Or here's an idea. Do you have a team you'd like to train? Give us a call and let's get something on the schedule. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.